Hey guys, Jarek here, and welcome to my gun guide for the double-barreled shotgun. Like all other Syndicate unlocks, it'll take a while for you to unlock it, so let's go over what you need to do. You'll need to do 3 assignments. The first one is Enforcer Assignment 1. Unlock Enforcer Bronze Service Star 2, get 10 shotgun or battle rifle kills, resupply 10 teammates. Going to do this very quickly. The next is Enforcer Assignment 2. Unlock Enforcer Assignment 1, unlock Enforcer Bronze Service Star 7, get 25 shotgun or battle rifle kills, and deflect 250 points of damage with the shield. This is actually not very difficult. I got this in one game of Team Deathmatch on block. Once you complete this, you will get the Bald Eagle. It's actually a Desert Eagle, but they call it a Bald Eagle in this game, so let's just call it the Beagle. It makes it sound like you're killing people with the least intimidating firearm in history. All joking aside, this gun is an absolute beast. You have no reason to use any other pistol in the Enforcer class if you can use it as an Eagle. I actually feel like making a video dedicated to this pistol alone, which I will eventually get around to. I have not recorded it yet, but I will get to it. So be looking for that in the future, which is why I'm not talking about any of the advanced stats for the Desert Eagle here. Oh, I'm sorry, the Beagle. I need to get that into my head. It's called the Beagle. You're not shooting people with freedom anymore, you're firing saggy-lipped dogs at people. Once you've unlocked your shiny Beagle, which totally sounds like a Pokemon, you'll be able to complete the Enforcer Syndicate, which is the last step to unlocking your shotgun. The pre-requirements, which again you will need to complete the pre-requirements before the award requirements are even counted, so you need to complete the pre-requirements, then get the 200 kills. If you get the 200 kills on the way to the pre-requirements, those don't matter. The pre-requirements is to finish Enforcer Assignment 1, purchase 10 specific Enforcer guns and or gadgets, unlock Enforcer Gold Service Star 1, that one's going to take you a while. Again, I recommend going into Hotwire, jumping into a van or a tanker, and grinding to get that Gold Service Star. 10 Bronze Stars is a Silver Star, 10 Silver Stars plus 2500 points is a Gold Star. It will take you quite a few hours of doing this, and you need to be in a van or a tanker. That way you can actually level up your class. Since they don't have any upgrades for those cars, it goes to your class instead of the car. So again, if you're in a sedan or any of the other cars, you start upgrading towards your car, not to your class, and it doesn't count. So van or tanker, this is very important. Once you've got your Gold Service Star, you'll be able to work towards the award requirements. These requirements are to get 200 kills with a shotgun and or battle rifle, pretty easy to do. Get 15 ammo resupply coins, again, pretty easy to do. Get 15 ballistic shield coins. This is not as easy as the others, but it's not life-ending. It won't take you as long as some of the other Syndicate unlocks. But I'll give you some advice anyway. If you decide to do this legit, try going into a 24/7 block server. Shouldn't take too long for you to get this. Do note that if you're holding a shield and you strafe side to side, you will expose your hip from behind your shield and they can shoot you. So try not to strafe, try to walk backward and forward and just look at the person, track them with your mouse, not with your movement. If you don't want to do this legit, just have your friend join your server, go on the other team, have him spawn as a mechanic with a repair tool, and have him repair tool your shield. This gets this done very quickly. It harms the shield a lot less than bullets, so it won't break as quickly, and you'll get a good 3 to 4 ballistic shield coins in the time it takes for that repair tool to overheat. Really quick way to do this, you'll have this done in minutes doing it that way. What you won't have done in minutes is unlocking the Enforcer Tier 4 reputation track in 10 different matches. Again, in total you need to do this 40 times between all the Syndicate unlocks. This will take hours upon hours if you want to get all of them unlocked. Again, my recommendation, jump into Hotwire, grind these out. You'll eventually get it done. It'll take you a long time. It's really infuriating that this is the universal thing, but you'll finally have it done. Once you got it done, you got your double barrel shotgun. Is it worth it? This thing's a piece of shit. What I'm saying is that it's totally not worth all that time and hours you put into unlocking this gun, and you would be better off just using your Desert Eagle. This thing is terrible. It comes with all the inconsistency of a shotgun, but with only 2 shotgun shells and a very long reload. Some hints for using shotguns in Hardline. This game is very weird when it comes to aiming shotguns. If you're hip firing, the pellets have a completely random spread within your circular reticle. So they could be only 10 feet away, and you could fire from the hip and miss every single pellet because they're going somewhere within that reticle and you really can't control it. I recommend aiming down the sights as much as possible. It will tighten the spread, it won't be as random. What's even more infuriating though is how this game's netcode deals with shotguns. If you haven't noticed, when you're using a shotgun, you get a ton of trade kills. The reason for this is that when you shoot someone, sometimes there's this really strange delay before they die. I've had situations where I shot someone point blank with a double-barreled shotgun, switched to my sidearm because I ran out of ammo, fired one bullet with my Desert Eagle, and then they died from my shotgun. And it's not a rare occurrence, this happens pretty often. Now Synthic doesn't have any advanced stats for shotguns yet, which is kind of disappointing, but I can tell you the reload, looking at the Sony Vegas timeline preview, takes 3.13 seconds. Considering you need to reload after every shot or every other shot, that's a really slow reload and you're going to need to get accustomed to seeing it. The good news is if you cancel the reloading animation by vaulting over something or doing some animation that cancels it, you can still hear the reload animation, so it'll give you some cue as to when it's going to end, and you don't need to stare at your ammo counter. This gun has fairly limited options for attachments, only a stock and a long barrel. If these work like the other attachments of the same name, the stock is supposed to give you a reduction in recoil, but also a higher movement penalty, so your gun will be less accurate on the move. This kind of seems counterintuitive with the double barrel shotgun, you really don't need to use that. The long barrel is supposed to make your grouping tighter, but again, give you a movement penalty. Honestly, I didn't notice any difference between them, maybe slightly more range of the long barrel, and maybe slightly less accurate from the hip. I couldn't really tell you. I think all the changes I felt, quote unquote felt, was just placebo effect, and this thing seems to work pretty much universal amongst any attachment. If I had to give you a maximum distance from this gun, probably 10-15 feet is when you're actually going to be killing people. So pick your battles wisely, just don't start shooting at anything that moves. You'll only pick off like 13 health and then they'll turn around and shoot you with their overpowered M416 or M16. This gun has two different fire modes, firing one barrel at a time or firing two. I really don't recommend firing both barrels at the same time. It seems just as inconsistent as firing one at a time, and you're going to be reloading even faster. You don't get that very small grace period of, I missed the first shot, I can just shoot again. No, you fired both at once, chances are you didn't kill them, now you're reloading even faster, so I don't recommend doing that. If I had to describe this gun using one phrase, I would say getting caught with your pants down. You're going to be doing a lot of dying while reloading, a lot of shooting and not actually killing people, and a lot of raging. It's not a good gun. It's a pile of trash, and I really don't recommend going through the grind fest to unlock this gun. It is not worth it in any way whatsoever. Unless you really like to make people angry. I don't know what it is about this gun, but people get infuriated when you kill them with it. Friendly shoutout goes to Hugo8K, who was getting amazingly anally anguished by the fact that someone with a double-barreled shotgun was killing him over and over while he was using an AKM. He also didn't know how to speak English and was on the wrong country's servers and only knew a few words of English, which were just insults. Clearly his reasoning behind him dying over and over was the fact that I was a shotgun noob, and he didn't just suck even though he was using one of the best guns in the game. I don't feel bad at all for making someone incredibly mad because I'm using a bad gun and you're on the wrong servers. But yes, this gun is trash. It is not worth the time and effort. But, I mean, you got the Beagle at least. That's worth it, right? I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep.